Everybody, just finalizing red zone preparation today, and from a health standpoint, Chuma looked very good today. He really has turned a corner. I expect him to play in the game. We held Bubba Bolden again, and probably will be out for the game. And Michael Pittman actually got significant work today. He's getting closer. Still doubtful, but looked very good. He's a little bit further ahead of schedule than I thought he might be. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
How much are you going to miss Bubba?
Really, when you look at the depth of our safety position right now, we're looking at having four safeties. He was the fifth guy that was, preparing each and every game and staying with our defense, and he was helping out on special teams. So I hate it because he missed a week of progression and actually learning the safety position, continue to progress as a safety, as well as helping us on special teams. So yes, he'll be missed in this game. I think we'll get him back for next game, though. He's progressing nice.
This is the fourth straight year where you guys are playing Stanford, like week 2 or 3. Is there a preferred time on the calendar that's best to play Stanford?
Well, we're locked into that, Joey, to be honest with you. It's basically a rule because Stanford and us play Notre Dame, both play Notre Dame. So by conference rule, we have to play them within the first 3 games. That's why you always see they're usually game 2 or 3 each and every year, and that's because of us having the Notre Dame rivalry, both of us.
Is it tougher to play them early, or is it?
I've never played them late, so I played them in the Pac-12 championship game the one time, and they looked like the same Stanford team to me. They're very disciplined, very physical. They're a Coach Shaw run bunch. I've always been impressed with how they do things, and it's always been a very tough game for us.
Cam was saying yesterday that you guys last week didn't practice against any 12 personnel, and that kind of caught you off guard against Western. How much of that was just weird because Western had a new coaching staff, and how much do you wish you could have prepared that better?
We practiced a little bit of 12. I wish it would have been more. We were really significantly preparing for 3 wides. Clancy had a 12 package ready and used it, but we were really in preparation for a 3 wide bunch. But we did practice some 12 during that week. Wish it would have been more.
And how much of you mentioned the defensive issues were more just alignment and gap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that was just it was tough to prepare for Western Michigan, and how much of it was just a little bit sloppiness?
I think it was a little bit of both, to be honest with you, Zach. Just really looking at 3 different football teams, to be honest with you. We're looking at the co-offensive coordinator who was at Syracuse with the head coach. The head coach was at Purdue the year prior, and then the offensive coordinator is from Indiana, and we were expecting possibly a mix. So you were actually having to prepare 3 different teams. I think that's always the hardest type of game, is when you're coming in not basically knowing what to expect. And give our kids credit. I thought they learned on the go and on the fly, and I thought they played better in the second half and adapted better in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter.
How much of an impact did Cam have in the second half when you look at both halves, a half with Cam versus a half without Cam?
Yeah, anytime that you have a third-year starter coming back in, that's always going to help. There's so much experience that Cam brings to the table and so much confidence, that he brings to a defense. He's kind of like Sam on the other side of the ball. He's kind of that quarterback of the defense that gets everybody lined up, that's making plays. And when you have that guy in, it is a confidence builder. I will commend Jordan on his play in the first half. For a guy that was walking out there doing it the first time, I thought he played well. I know there's a couple that he wish he had back, but I'm so glad he gained that experience, because we're going to look up one day and he's going to be doing it for real.
What is 4 times they think you played Stanford, they've only had to punt 7 times.
That's a great stat. I did not know that.
What do you have to do to get them to punt?
Yeah, Dan, we've talked about it really all week about first down efficiency. I had mentioned yesterday how I think they're truly masters of 3rd and 1 to 5. They're as good as I've been around. So we've preached to our kids how important first down is, and getting those 2nd and longs and 3rd and longs where they're a little bit more uncomfortable. I think that's going to be the key to the game. We look up last year and it was over and over 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, and that's just right in their wheelhouse. So we've put a lot of preparation into first and 2nd down as far as normal down and distances and operating and functioning well in that area.
What are Cam's responsibilities on any given play pre-snap? Like how much is he directing guys and getting guys lined up?
Yeah, obviously he's getting the call. He's communicating that call. He's diagnosing a formation, calling strength. Sometimes he's given 2 defenses, and based on certain formations, he can get us in the right defense. So it's like being a quarterback. It's like having to call the audible. You are the quarterback of the defense, and obviously he's a 3rd-year starter that has played a lot of ball, and just when he's in there, there's a lot of experience and a lot of confidence between other kids, and I give him credit. He played exceptionally well in the second half. I thought he brought a tremendous spark for us, especially in the 4th.
How have you seen Keller Chryst kind of evolve as a quarterback since taking over as the starter?
Yeah, I had the great opportunity to recruit Keller at a high school when I was a quarterback coach, and at Palo Alto High School, and comes from a great family. He's a coach's son too, so I got a lot of respect for that. He's a kid that you always knew had a big, talented arm, and he was so football instinctive and so smart. He can maintain a lot of offense, and you see that right now in what he's doing. He's a perfect fit for Coach Shaw because he literally diagnoses a defense and gets them in the right play about every time. But whether it's based off rotation, whether it's based off front, he's really managing their offense extremely well, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And he even did that in high school. I thought he was a kid that just would not turn the ball over a ton, and you saw that last week. If it wasn't there, he threw it out of bounds. It wasn't there, he went and got 5 and got down. He's a true field general, and I know David's got to be really happy to get him back.
How does Bryce Love look compared to all the McCaffrey differences, similarities?
Yeah, they really got a 2-headed monster, to be honest with you, between Love and Scarlett. Love is a kid with tremendous explosion. Has to be, I don't know his actual time, but has to be a 4.4 kid. I mean, when he breaks, it can be gone, and he's excellent out of the backfield. He's a kid that's, not he's not a 220-pound back, but he runs extremely strong. He's explosive, especially his leg drive at contact, I think is really something that we're going to have to focus on, that we talked about wrapping up and gang tackling and getting to the ball, because he breaks a ton of tackles. And then you see Scarlett, who's a bigger back that can run between the tackles, and again, he has nice hands out of the backfield. Caught a 50-yard wheel route last week against Rice. So that 2-headed monster is kind of really carrying forth what Christian was. Christian could kind of do it all, and these 2 kids are doing the intangibles that Coach Shaw needs within their system.
With Pittman doubtful for Stanford, how much confidence do you have in other young receivers to step up against Stanford?
We challenged him today. I'll be honest, I challenged him today that this is going to be one of those games, it always is, that you have to make the tough catches because there is a ton of one-high coverage that this team plays. A lot of man, even their cover 3 has man principles to it. So, and they have a very experienced older group that are all juniors and seniors in the back end. They've played a lot of football. So this is not going to be where you're wide open. This is going to be one of those you're going to have to make tough catches. So, and they have to be able to help us because this is a good run defense also. We had some success last year with the run, and this is something that I think if we continue this balance of our offense, that those kids are going to have to show up and make big plays for us, especially down the field.
Does this group of offensive linemen do anything better than the guys did last year as a group?
They all look like the same guys, I swear. They all come in. They're all athletic. They're all big. but they know their system inside and out. I think one of the things that David does a really, really good job of is being able to prepare them for the looks that they need, but then the quarterback, like I said, getting them in the exact play that they need to be in to make their line advantageous to the play that they're running. It's something that they're never in really a bad play for that offensive line, and I'll be honest with you, they execute extremely well. It was an impressive ball game. Their first time out, had some kids in some new positions to go out there and play well. I thought their O-line did a nice job.
Okay.
All righty.